In this presentation, we'd like to share with you what New Language Solutions offers learners, teachers, and the funder in the link sector. New Language Solutions, or NLS, has provided technology solutions to support settlement language training and adult literacy basic skills since 1984. The charity is governed by a board of directors composed of language training professionals. As the Learn IT to Teach project, a skilled team has been funded by IRCC since January 2010 to provide an open-source learning management system solution for the link sector. And the project has trained teachers to put the system to work in blended learning. A learning management system, or LMS, is a software application or platform used to deliver, administer, document, and report on online learning or training programs. Our project team is comprised of an expert group of learning technologists, programmers, and language training professionals deeply grounded in the link sector. From 2010 to 2020, our LMS solution has been called EduLink. As you'll soon discover in more detail later, EduLink is in transition to a new solution for the sector, Avenue.ca. The Avenue Learn IT to Teach project is a direct service provider to the 350 or more frontline organizations that provide IRCC-funded language training. We serve learners through our provision of e-learning courseware. To encourage and support link professionals to put the courseware to work, we provide teachers and managers with 5 stages of professional development, plus live help in-service support for day-to-day issues. This slide represents the values landscape of the future we are working to make possible. We express these values by using non-proprietary technology solutions wherever possible. Moodle, our learning management system of choice, is open-source software. It's not owned by anyone, and we pay no license fees to use it. Instead, we participate in a worldwide community of about 3 million educators engaged in using Moodle and supporting its development. We are also able to take advantage of the proliferation of free or nearly free applets like H5P and hot potatoes. On this slide, you can see the interlocking resources on which the learner courseware is based and how they work with each other. Today, we provide teachers with a starter course to match the CLB level of their learners. And we train teachers to become course editors so that they may take control of their courses and adapt them to their specific teaching preferences. Teachers have the freedom to create or customize content to meet the particular needs of their learners, including the option of selecting material relevant to the community in which their students have settled. Link teachers from CLB 1 to 7 levels have access to our collection of several hundred learning objects. Learning objects are practice and assessment items that combine to support a single learning objective. For example, here, we're looking at an example of a CLB 5 PBLA-aligned learning object on business meeting etiquette. All the services we provide are fully funded by IRCC and free for link professionals and programs. We host the courseware and the learning objects, and we provide live help, in-service support in the form of a synchronous chat to professionals encountering any technical or pedagogical issues. We provide 5 stages of teacher professional development, supported by our expert mentors and educational technologists. Stage 1 is 2.5 hours, where one experiences the courseware from the learner's perspective. Pre-Stage 2 is 2.5 hours. On completion, teachers get a starter course. Stage 2 is 20 hours. Introduction to Course Editing. Stage 3, 30 hours, is Advanced Course Editing. Stage 4 is 35 hours and involves e-learning resource development. A fifth training stage, Learning Technology Innovation Leadership, or LTIL, offers coordinators or lead teachers an opportunity to learn about the services and products of the project. Participants also learn about the theory and practice of leading technology innovation locally, all while engaged with other professionals across Canada in sharing barriers, challenges, and opportunities related to innovation. Avenue is IRCC's new Moodle-based National Learning Management System for English and French settlement language training. Unlike EduLink, the Avenue site includes a web portal which all users will log into, and, from there, they will be able to access the learning management system and other IRCC national resources, such as Tutela. The portal will also include training materials and custom web applications, including the long-anticipated and much-needed e-portfolio. EduLink has stood the test of time, but it definitely needed a fresh look. Most importantly, it needed to do more. The Avenue LMS will run on the latest version of Moodle, which will include new activities such as the workshop module and improvements to existing activities such as H5P. Better support will be available for PBLA as more content is released and it becomes aligned with the new curriculum being developed by a national partner. Avenue will offer more tools to administrators and teachers, including a user account manager, giving teachers control over their course enrollments, student accounts, and making it easier to move students between classes. Avenue will be more secure than EduLink, and it will have better support for mobile learning. Planning for Avenue.ca has been going on for several years. Development began a year and a half ago and has followed a carefully designed work plan. We were ready to start piloting in March, but suddenly our plans changed, as did everyone's. Just as the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted Link classes, it also impacted our Avenue work plan and timelines. Overnight, online teaching became the only way teachers could provide their students with the language instruction they needed to pursue their settlement goals. While other options were available to facilitate online learning, NLS's robust and settlement-focused EduLink LMS was the only one with content aligned with the Canadian language benchmarks and activities and resources that support portfolio-based language assessment, or PBLA. The need for remote and online learning spiked in Link, and since mid-March, our team's primary focus has been supporting the EduLink Learn IT to Teach community. We have seen the use of EduLink grow more than sixfold since early March. The suspension of F2F, or face-to-face classes, represents several special and unexpected challenges. Supporting teachers with limited technical skills. The individual need of teachers adapting courseware intended for blended learning to an online distance modality. The team has responded with 3 initiatives. A new Zoom webinar series with a focus on leveraging the teaching tools in EduLink. For example, the Big Blue Button Virtual Classroom to support the 100% online delivery of settlement language training. 20 webinars delivered from April 21st through June 26th are archived and available to any teacher who wasn't able to attend the webinars. A teacher-only discussion forum was created for teachers to go to for support and for sharing ideas. All active EduLink teachers were enrolled in this forum, which has also been supplemented by links to PBLA and other relevant teaching resources, as well as links to resources suitable to use with Link learners. Live help hours have been extended by 1 hour per day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The Learn IT to Teach teacher training has experienced a very substantial increase in demand and completion. For example, Stage 1 training uptake has increased by 540%, Pre-Stage 2 by 650%, Stage 2 by 640%. In spite of the increases, our training and support teams still have capacity to take on additional teachers and programs. In spite of COVID-19, the release of Avenue is imminent. On September 1st, the Account Manager application will be available. This tool can be used to set up student accounts, send their login credentials, help with passwords, and enroll and unenroll learners in courses. It will also give teachers access to their students' e-portfolios. Teachers will be able to access Avenue in mid-August to get familiar with the new site and work on their courses. A learner orientation will be available by September 1st. This video will help learners find their way around the site and will be especially helpful to learners who previously worked on EduLink. In short, teachers can start implementing Avenue course delivery in September. During the time between September and December, an online Avenue request form will be available. New accounts will be set up, and individual teachers' EduLink courses will be migrated to Avenue. Development of the portal will continue, and improvements will be made to existing features. All teachers on EduLink will receive a user account by mid-December. December 23rd will be the last day EduLink can be used for teaching. Over the holidays, courses will be migrated in late December for delivery in January 2021 as needed. Avenue will officially replace EduLink at the start of the new year 2021. EduLink will continue to be available to teachers so they can access course materials during the first 3 months of 2021, but learners will no longer have access. Courses will continue to be migrated as needed. On March 30th, 2021, EduLink will be taken offline. The Avenue site will continue to be improved between September and March 2021. These new features will include a personal storage area for teachers to collect Tutela materials and add them to their courseware. PBLA modules will continue to be created, and we plan to make a custom Moodle mobile app available for Avenue. Finally, an automatic course builder will be available, which will be especially useful when there are more PBLA-compatible modules and online resources. Teachers will be able to browse and select these modules and request a course based on their selections. Click the link to get a guided tour of Avenue.ca by Jim Edgar, our Project Manager of Distributed Learning. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. We're excited about Avenue's potential in the IRCC funded language training sector, and we hope you are too.